Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and I'm really excited tonight, guys. I have a ton of energy, and it wasn't until I sat down to start this reading that I started feeling this overwhelming sensation of like passion, energy. I keep being drawn to my labradorite stone, which is this one here. It's a little pocket stone. When I was in school, I used to keep this in my pocket literally all the time. It stayed in my backpack. When I would study, I would keep it on me. It's about healing of the self. It's also inspiring. It's a very spiritual stone. In my opinion, it helps to just heighten my psychic abilities and my ability to draw closer to God. In addition, it helps with energy and focus and creativity. So if you're in school or you're studying, labradorite is an amazing stone. I also have one on my wrist here as well. So tonight, I'm excited. There's a 3 on the clock right now. We're in union with the divine. We're being guided. Tonight we're gonna do a general love reading. We're gonna look at the situation on your mind. We're gonna look at you, them, and the situation. Okay, the person on your mind, the person coming towards you. Whatever we get is what we're gonna get. So we're gonna just flow with this. I'm picking up that this is someone that you're separated from, though. I'll tell you that right now. I'm picking up on a couple that is not currently in union with one another. So we'll see what the cards show, but that's just what I'm picking up on right now, what's being downloaded to me. So let's dig in. There may be some obstacles between you two, is what I'm picking up on. I'm seeing lots of like blockages. That may be why the labradorite's coming up, because some of you may be working on healing yourselves, your person that you're thinking about, the individual that you're looking at this reading for. They may be working on healing themselves, working on spiritual work, trying to get themselves together. I don't know why I just heard something about a car mechanic or something like that. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but we'll see. Holy Spirit, Divine God, please speak clearly to us. Please give us clear and concise messages in regards to this situation. Please give us one card in regards to this situation. Alrighty, time to collaborate. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, let spirit be your guide. So absolutely, the individual, I'm gonna leave these up here because I know some of you guys like to look at them while I'm doing the reading, but some of you may be in separation and trying to figure out how to come back together. Yeah, time to collaborate with the ant spirit. So this may be someone, this is also a 1, so this could be something that is starting afresh, anew. I don't like to necessarily say that you're coming back together, because I do feel like this is something new. I don't feel like this is something or someone that you know necessarily. I'm picking up on an energy of 2 people that are just kind of going on about their lives, doing different things, and something takes place, and here you are, all of the puzzle pieces align, and it's time for you guys to come into connection. That's what I'm picking up on. Interesting too, with the ant spirit here. Okay, so I don't know how to, this is so funny. So I'm picking up on like, I just heard that the masculine energy had his head up his ass. So whatever that means, this person could have been focused on other things, not focused on union. I'm not throwing out that twin flame word. I don't necessarily, like, I have a lot of opinions on that. So if you believe it is perfectly fine. I don't disbelieve it. I just believe that a lot of what we're taught about it is false information. And to me, it can spread false hope in people because you sit around and you're like, oh my God, where's my twin flame? Where's my twin flame? And then you feel like it's never going to happen. I just, I don't like to buy into the narratives of giving people false hope. I'm very honest, and it's just my Piscean nature with my Aqua moon to be honest and upfront and straightforward with people. I have a Taurus rising, guys, so I'm all about like the truth. Like there's no sugarcoating with me. I'm very straightforward. I have a lot of masculine energy in my chart, and I just believe in being honest. I don't want to mislead you guys, so I'm not gonna say anything about twin flame. Like I said, I don't disbelieve it. I believe that it's a real thing, but I believe that the education, the knowledge that a lot of people gain is for their own personal beliefs, and not necessarily the highest good for the collective, which is my mission here. I want to give you things that are going to help heal you. So anyways, enough about going off on that tangent. So yeah, I heard that the masculine has had his head up his ass, and the feminine, what I'm picking up on is the feminine energy. Again, not about male or female, like the sex of the individual, male or female. This is about the energy. We all have feminine, masculine energy, which, like I said, I have a lot of masculine energy in my chart. But this is about the feminine energy being someone who's been hardworking. I see the feminine energy as the one who's been doing a lot of spiritual work, and it's almost like you're receiving a crown is what I'm picking up on. Like you've been doing such a great job that it's as if God is going to reward you. Okay, so time to collaborate. Let's set that there. Sorry guys, because I don't want to be going off on a tangent. My opinions really don't matter. When I do these readings, I ask the Holy Spirit to divinely guide me to give you what you need and to get rid of my ideology, my thoughts, and my ideas. Holy Spirit, please tell me about this situation. Please tell me about this situation. Guys, I would not be surprised if the Lovers card comes out. I'm picking up on like choices, but that there's a lot of choices that have to be made in order for this to happen. It could be on both parts, but definitely picking up on that there's it just keeps being confirmed and validated for me, guys, that there's a split between the two of you right now. Like you're not together, but the puzzle pieces are coming together. Also too, I'm picking up on with that ant spirit energy, that ant energy, is that this has been a long time coming, that this is slow moving, and that it's happening like in the ethers. It's so like the steps are so small that you feel like nothing is happening. So you don't think anything's happening. You could be like, oh my God, I keep dealing with all these like terrible situations. These, you know, people keep coming into my life who are not fitting me, who are not doing me any good. Like I'm picking up on that. Like, look at this card. Okay, so frozen for a time, slow energy, Knight of Pentacles energy, right? This says non-action, slow down, and not yet. And so what I'm picking up on from this is that the reason why there isn't any action being taken, or why you guys have not come into union, is again because there's all of these obstacles that need to take place behind the scene. I do see with the ant energy here that those pieces are being put together in the puzzle, but it could be something that is like, you know, 3/4 of the way done. You know, and time, God does not operate on time as we do. So for us, a year could be like 10,000 years to God, right? And I know, like, I hate to like even hear stuff like this for myself when I, you know, watch readings. Like, dang, what the heck? I gotta wait forever. This is not a no. This is not a no. Non-action, slow down, and not yet. Frozen for a time. When something is frozen, it's only frozen until it's ready to be thawed out, right? So for example, you go and you buy food from the store, you buy meat at the store, you bring it home, you put it in the freezer, you're freezing it until it's ready to be used, right? You freeze it until you're ready to cook for your family, until you're ready to cook for yourself. It's only sitting in the freezer until it's ready. And so what I'm picking up on and what I'm hearing is that you both are being frozen, and it's almost as if time is standing still, but the reason why is because neither of you are ready just yet. I don't know what the reason is. It could be several things. So we'll find out what the reason is. But I'm picking up on neither of you being ready at the moment. But it's not a no, because I'm not picking up on that. This is gonna happen, guys. I promise you. I can feel the energy, the momentum, the passion, the what I was feeling at the beginning before I started the reading. That's gonna come out in the cards. You just watch. So gratitude is dreaming. The manifesting, the power of gratitude, and the law of praise. That's at the bottom of the deck. Along with this deck that says Hawk Spirit is to let Spirit be your guide. So what you're being asked to do right now, whoever's watching this video, is to continue in the gratitude and the grace of allowing, without pushing, forcing, demanding, or even continuously asking. The first time you ask God, He heard you. You don't have to ask Him again. We're taught that you have to keep asking, keep asking, keep asking until you receive. But the reality of it is the first time you ask, He heard. And He's going to answer. He's going to answer. This is saying that this is being manifested. However, there is power in just being grateful and thankful for where you're at in this moment in life. When we look at the cards are going to show us what it's going to look like moving forward. It's going to show us the future, right? The cards are going to show us. We're going to see magic come out of these cards. I can guarantee you guys, this energy is going to be dynamic. However, there's something that still has to be gained. There's an opportunity for gaining right now in this moment, and that's why we're being asked to just hold still. Freeze the energy of trying to push and force this. And then when you can stand still, be still, and wait on God, magic is going to come out of that. You guys, it's so interesting. I don't know if you can see my sand little thing here. So God speaks to me through the sand as well. So I get messages from this, believe it or not, it's like weird, but anyways, I get messages from looking at the sand as well. There was a separation, there was division. And then all of a sudden, as I started to speak about manifesting with gratitude and praise and honor and patience and just being okay with the present, being in the present and being in the now, all of a sudden, the separation came to an end. There was no longer a separation in the sand. You guys can rewind and watch. I swear, I promise you. There was no longer a separation. All the obstacles that were blocking the separation, which in the little sand circle here is bubbles that prevent the sand from flowing through properly. Those bubbles dissipated as soon as I began talking about just being grateful and being thankful for the moment, being present in the moment. And in the moment too, this labradorite is coming back to me. In the moment, just focus on yourself, focus on self-healing, focus on, figuring out what it is that you could be better at and do better of in the moment, right? So while we're waiting, there's always lessons in the waiting. The hardest part is waiting. And I bet you this video will probably get no views, which is fine with me. There's a grace in waiting is what I'm hearing. And this is the toughest thing for any of us to do, guys. I'm preaching to the choir here, trust me. I hate waiting on stuff. I'm like, bruh, just give me what I want right now, like yesterday, okay? But I've also learned that there's so many beautiful things that can be found while you wait. So many beautiful things can occur while you wait. Grace in the chaos. Grace within the chaos. Well, I was just talking about this grace, right? Accepting life's complexities. Complexities is what it says. The seduction of distraction. I love that. That's so awesome, guys, because think about it. When you distract yourself, you can seduce yourself into submitting to time, right? Okay, so think about it. When somebody seduces you, you basically become with them, right? So when you're being seduced, when you go out and you see this person, you're like, dang, they fine. Oh my God, right? They could just be looking at you, seducing you with their eyes. It's almost like you're captivated by that, right? So what this card is saying, let me pick it up so I can show you. what this card is saying is that the seduction of distraction, basically it's saying that let distractions seduce you so that you can find grace in chaos. So while you're in the middle of waiting, while you're in the middle of feeling like nothing's moving forward, allow distractions to seduce you. But what my takeaway from this and my interpretation of this is that the seduction and the distracting things that are supposed to be seducing you are things that are going to bring about healing. That's why this stone keeps coming up, because it's about healing. It's about healing your heart. What I just heard was some of us are trying to fly high and we haven't been given our wings yet. So it's okay. So the vision that I got, what I saw was a little baby hawk in a nest. Like it was an eagle actually. So it was like an eagle sitting in a nest. The mom eagles leave after a certain time, and it was the little baby was trying to jump out of the nest, and it wasn't time. It wasn't ready yet, because the baby was sitting in the nest by itself. Its wings were not fully developed. It was not ready to jump, but it was trying to force it, and it was almost as if it got to the edge of the nest and was like clunk, and then it just looked down and like fell backwards, like, oh, I can't fly. So what we're being told in that is that until it's time for us to fly, we have to learn how to just walk and take those baby steps. And that starts with gratitude and praise. Being grateful and thankful for what you have right now, honoring and valuing what you have right now, and just allowing yourself to just sit in that. Wow, this reading is going in a totally different direction than I expected it to. Alrighty, so Holy Spirit, I hope this is making sense, guys. It's making sense to me. I'm like, dang, Lord, you be saying some stuff. Okay, God is a G, y'all, with a capital G. Holy Spirit, speak to us about the situation. Look at this. Cards want to come out. What's the situation? So this is the Six of Cups that came out, guys, and I'll kind of explain to you what the cards are too, because I know I don't like to use decks that aren't very clearly like easy for you guys to pick up on or read, but this deck was what was I was being drawn to it. But the Six of Cups was the first card that came out, and immediately what I picked up on with the Six of Cups was that you want something that makes you feel like home. Like you're looking for comfort. You're looking for that connection with someone that feels like they've known you for your whole life. So you're like, oh my God, I just want somebody who I can connect with, someone that I can relate to, someone who gets me, someone who understands, you know, what it is that I'm thinking and feeling without me having to say much. And that Six of Cups is why it's almost as if that's why you're frozen. That's why things are not the whole reason why. Don't misinterpret this, guys. It's not the whole reason why, but what Spirit is saying is that he's trying to get us as a collective to see the bigger picture, right? I'm going to tell you guys something else that was given to me yesterday. So we can, at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Feathers. So that's the Ten of Swords. Forgive me, Ten of Swords. I have this thought that I'm trying to get out at the same time I'm trying to tell you guys what that card was. Okay, so let me tell you guys what the Holy Spirit told me yesterday. So we want this like divine union. We want this union that is fairy tale-listic, in, if that's a word, right? But it's like a fairy tale, a fantasy, a Cinderella story. What we were taught, you know, growing up. You find someone, you know, if you're a female, you're like, oh, I'm going to get Prince Charming, and Prince Charming is going to sweep me off my feet. And when he does that, my life is going to be perfect. That narrative is being killed. And when the Holy Spirit gave this to me, I was like, bruh, you're like ruining my life right now. Like, this is not what I want to hear, okay? I'm just being honest with you guys. I was like, this is not what I want to freaking hear. I'm a Pisces. I love living in La La Land. Let me be, okay? Why you want to come in and ruin this? What's being asked of us is for us to recognize that true union, true joy, happiness, contentment comes from the divine. It comes from the divine, and it comes from our connection directly to him. Nothing outside of that is going to satisfy, fulfill us, or give us exactly what we're looking for. And trust me, I know exactly how you feel, because I feel the same way as you. Like, bruh, right? So the one thing that was made clear to me is that God's not, and he was not saying this to me, and he's not saying this to you. He's not saying that it is not absolutely possible to have someone that you can connect with, that gets you, that understands you, that can fill you out, and that speaks your language per se, right? He's not saying that. All he's saying is that he needs us to come into divine union with him first, starting with him. And then when we come into union with him, when we are being guided and directed and channeled, basically, like, thank you, Holy Spirit. Like when we're walking one way, which is simply towards the divine, and unfazed by what else is going on around us that's not happening, right? That's when he's going to bring us into divine unions. That's when we're going to have that harmony, that peace. Look, that two of shells, that union that we're seeking is when we're able to come into divine union with him first. So the reason why things are frozen, why there's a separation and the need to collaborate is being clearly called out here, is because the collaboration first starts with spirit. Look at right underneath this, guys, is the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. So for so many of us, we grew up with lack, right? Look, open to infinite possibilities, the starfish spirit. We grew up with lack. So we didn't have what we needed. We were missing things, right? Even if you had financial, like if you were just balling out of control growing up, there's still some sense of lack there. So if you didn't have hot water, food, clothing, shelter, etc., if you had those things, then you lacked emotional fulfillment. You lacked being recognized, seen, heard, things like that, right? So no matter what, whether it was physical things or emotional things, a lot of us grew up lacking things. And when you grow up lacking, you tend to create this idea in your mind that you're supposed to stay in that, but also too, that you have to just struggle through. And what I'm picking up on and why I'm saying this is because I'm picking up on an energy of someone who feels like they have been in a struggle to meet this divine counterpart, this divine partner. And the situation here is, and what God is speaking to us about, is that situation only comes when we put our relationship with him first. So let's look at the cards, because I'm going to keep getting downloads, and I want to be able to deliver the message that the cards are showing, because that's how God speaks as well. So the Six of Shells, the Queen of Acorns, which the shells are water in this deck. This is a spirit song deck. The shells are water. The acorns are wands. So this is the Queen of Wands. So the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands. The crystals are pentacles. So this is the Two of Pentacles. The King of Acorns is the King of Wands. Look, divine. You guys, we have so many duality signs here. This is the situation, and I watch when I break this down. And then we have the Two of Shells, which is the Two of Cups. So the situation here is that you're, again, seeking and desiring. And so one thing too that is very true is that when you have a divine counterpart, when there's somebody that God has put here specifically for you, based on that period of time, right? Because here's another idea that I believe to be very true, is that I believe that you have soulmates, that you have divine counterparts, and they're supposed to last in your life for a certain amount of time, whatever that time is that God deems appropriate, based on the lessons and the opportunities that he wants to allow you in life, right? So not everybody in divine union and divine counterparts are supposed to stay together for the rest of our lives, just like we, like we're taught in fairy tales. That's not necessarily the way that it works. There's cycles to everything in life. That's what that Wheel of Fortune is about. The Wheel of Fortune is about the cycle coming in, and then it closes out when it's time. That's what death and rebirth is, right? This is why the tower happens. All these things happen because we're supposed to have cycles in life. The leaves on a tree don't stay forever. Those leaves fall off and new ones grow in. Why? Because when you need fresh, when there's beauty, you need to die to old things and allow new things to come in. That's a part of life. We're ever evolving. We're not supposed to stay the same. So anyways, I don't know why I went off on that tangent again, but anyways, so this is a balance that's needing to be created between what's, how can I explain this? Between what is spiritual, what is versus what is real. So what is in the dream realm, in our la la land, or what's happening and what is possible in the real world, right? I'm not saying don't dream at all, and I'm not saying that your dreams are fake or anything like that. Please don't misinterpret that. I dream all the time, guys, and my stuff actually happens. But what I'm picking up on is an energy of two people, the divine and the feminine, needing to both become more aware and awakened of who they are as individuals. So this Two of Crystals, this Two of Pentacles is about balance, adaptability. The Two of Pentacles also is about creating space for things to happen without constantly juggling, right? What I also too am picking up from the Two of Pentacles is that if both of you are unwilling or unable to, okay, I don't know how to, guys, I don't know how, like, I get these things, I'm like, I don't know how to explain this, okay? When you both have shadow selves, which we all do, when you both have shadow selves, you have to be able to embrace the other's shadow and love them through that. And what I'm picking up on is that both of you are right now being strengthened by God, right? This is why let spirit be your guide, frozen in time, non-action, feel like it's slowed down, nothing's happening yet. And then also too, with the ant, it's time to collaborate. Collaborating with spirit is going to allow you both to come into alignment with who you're supposed to be as individuals. This is a divine counterpart. We also have the Six of Shells here, which is Six of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So this is a partnership. This is a divine partnership. But right at the center of it is a need to be adaptable, a need to create balance, a need to come into harmony. And that's because of things outside of this union. Selves, right? So the King and Queen of Wands are all about themselves. They're all about confidence. They're all about action. They're all about being and doing what you say you are and who you say you are, right? They're both very passionate, very, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Like go-getters. They're like, yes, I'm going to go get what I want. I'm going to go after it. But it's because they believe in themselves. They believe in who they are. They believe in what they have to offer. They're not coming up. Like, you guys are not showing up as kids, as, you know, princes and princesses here, or knights. It's this. These are kings and queens, right? Oh, this says innovation. Guys, I don't even, that's the word I was thinking about too. I'm like, I don't even be looking at the cards. I just be getting what I'm getting. But yeah, there's a need for both of you guys to come into balance with who you are as individuals for this to take place. I want to take a look at the feminine though. Let's look at the feminine. I want to take a look at the feminine and see for the feminine, Holy Spirit. Give me the feminine's energy regarding this situation. I'm not taking all those. Feminine's energy towards this situation, please, Holy Spirit. I feel like I just been talking, y'all. Talking and not getting a whole lot of cards. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I just love how like the Holy Spirit would just break things down though. Like I just love, this is why I love tarot. I love doing this. It's just so amazing to me how we get, look, the world, were we just talking about the world and closing out cycles, allowing new ones to come in and to begin? The feminine could be in union with someone else in this moment too. You could be dissatisfied with where you're at right now. The Crown of Coins is the King of Pentacles. And the Two of Shells is the Nine of, so that here underneath the Two of Shells is the Nine of Pentacles. And then the Sun's in the middle underneath the Two of Pentacles in the situation here. I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up on in 2 seconds. The Magician, look at this, is the Queen of Wands manifesting this. Manifesting this. The feminine energy has been doing the work, guys. I don't know about the masculine. We're going to look into the masculine energy in a second, but the feminine energy has been putting in the work. The feminine energy is the one that's been manifesting this. And the feminine energy is also like, bro, what happened? It was like almost as if I'm picking up, especially with this world here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm picking up on a situation where the feminine energy has been feeling the momentum. That's probably why I was feeling the passion and the inner energy and just the swirling. I could see like a spinning wheel before I started this reading, and it's because the feminine has absolutely been manifesting. And what the wheel right here, oh, that's the world, guys. I'm sorry, I'm totally mixing these. Anyways, that was meant to be, because look, the wheel is right here. I'm manifesting the wheel. Anyways, guys, the feminine energy has been pushing and creating the momentum for God to move this union forward. But I am picking up on a feminine that is probably in a union herself right now, and she's dissatisfied. She's missing something. She's missing the harmony is what I just heard. She's missing the harmony. So the feminine energy is missing the harmony in the situation that she's in. She could also be on her way out of this situation that she's in, but I'm definitely picking up on someone who has been or is in another situation here. And crazy thing is, it's like that situation, the feminine has to take action to dead that situation before she can move forward with this divine counterpart that she's anticipating. Because that's what I'm picking up on too, is that the feminine is anticipating this divine partner. The feminine can feel it. It's like the feminine can feel that there's something greater, that there's something on the other side of what she's been dealing with. It could be too that the feminine that I'm picking up on has another situation. She may have another masculine that she's dealing with, and it's based on stability. It's based on what she's comfortable with, but it's not actually what she desires. It's almost like she's looking for more creativity, more passion, more expansion. And I'm picking up on a feminine who wants to expand her entire life. Like she's not trying to just stay comfortable anymore. She's like, no, I want it all. Like, I don't want to just have a nice house and a nice car and then not have that partner who can meet me where I'm at, or who gets what I'm saying. Or, you know, obviously you're spiritual. You could have a partner who's not into spirituality at all. He could be, you know, a King of Pentacles who's very much about like, what's the facts? Like, let's go do IT work, you know, like someone like that. So you could want someone who's more spiritual. You could desire to have someone who, I just heard that will help you to put your crown back on. 333 on the clock, guys. Yeah, this feminine has absolutely gone, girl. This is beautiful. This feminine has been pushing the will forward. Also, too, I just picked up on the feminine is ready and willing to take a risk. Ooh, The feminine has been ready to take a risk, right? She's been trying to push this forward. She's been manifesting this. She's been connected with God. She's been operating in gratitude and in praise and just in thankfulness for where she's at in her life and her ability to be able to see what's to come. But I feel like the feminine feels like this has been halted. The feminine feels like this situation has been halted and like it's taken a long time. It's also as if it's taking her a long time to become single. And I'm picking up on like stagnant energy from this King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. And the reason why, it feels to me like the feminine is like she started to push forward and then something happened and it pulled her back. So maybe this King of Pentacles pulled her back in, sucked her back into believing, which is the current person in her life. And if this is not a person, this is her finances, where her job, where she's like, you know what, I'm too focused on this to try to focus on anybody else. I need to just focus on who I am and not worry about anybody else. It's either money, which is the job, or it's another divine or another masculine that this feminine has in her energy that is, I just heard retracting, pulling her back from going towards the dream that she actually desires. I heard too that the feminine is willing to create balance. She's willing to love someone through their shadow, but she wants that to be returned to her, is what I heard. That I'm willing to do it, but I need it to come back to me. I need it to come back to me. Also too, I just picked up on a feminine saying that she needs the masculine to enlighten her. So it's almost as if this feminine is like a leader or a boss, and she's like, bro, I need somebody who can enlighten me, like help me to be better instead of me helping you all the time, right? Like help me to elevate. That's what I'm picking up on. I don't know if you have a pendulum, but a pendulum may be beneficial to you. I'm going to just tell y'all right now, be careful with those, because when you get a pendulum and you set the intentions, it'll scare the heebie-bejeebies out of you. So just be careful, set the right intentions, make it very clear as to how you want to use it. And there are videos on YouTube to teach you how to use a pendulum, but I strongly recommend that you create clarity in what you desire from the pendulum and how you want spirit to talk to you. Also too, I'm picking up on the feminine in the process of waiting while things are frozen. The feminine needs to determine exactly what it is that she desires. Write it down. Write it down, feminines. Write it down. Because it's like you need to illuminate, shed some light on what balance looks like for you. Like, what does that look like for you? Someone coming into your life, what does that look like for you? If someone gives you balance, what do they bring to the table? What does balance look like? Is that someone who can provide financially for you? Is that someone who can cook for you? Is that someone who can clean? Is that someone who's present physically but not emotionally? Like, what does that mean? And I'm hearing that the feminines need to write it down and make it plain. Let's look at the masculine's energy. This is dope though. I love this because this is saying I love how it's frozen for a time, right? And I heard for such a time as this. It's not a no. The card does not say no. It says not yet. And I love that because I feel like the feminines feel like it's not going to happen at all. And that's not the case here. That is not the case. It's just not yet. And the not yet is so beautiful too, because I feel like in the process of waiting, the feminine is going to continue to just like gain. I heard jewels on her crown. Guys, my nose is itching like crazy, so that means I'm definitely in tune. The feminine is gaining jewels on her crown. So you're just becoming more and more enlightened and aware, more spiritual and more beautiful from the inside. From the inside, which has no choice but to reflect on the outside while you're waiting on this. You could have children with this person that you currently are stuck with or attached to, or Could be separating or divorcing from, or trying to leave behind but feel like you can't get away. You could have children with them. I just picked up on that. Tell us about the masculine here, Holy Spirit. Tell us about this masculine. Oh, danger. Check him out. Okay, he want to say something. Let me do this. This is going here. Wow. Wow. Okay. One more. I just got something. So I'm picking up on the the feminine knows about him, but he don't know about you. He doesn't know who you are yet, but he's preparing himself for victory and success with someone. He just doesn't know who he's preparing for yet. And it's because that feminine has been doing the work. I'm telling you, like, I'm picking up on somebody who has been, like, seriously, like, in the trenches. Like, oh, no, I'm going to get myself together. And I'm not going to allow anybody else to come in and to disrupt what I got going on. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. He's waiting, too. But he's also focused on his craft and his work. This male, I said male, but that's what I'm picking up on. This masculine, guys, he's been putting in the work. And I'm picking up on him being a baller, but he's also very well-rounded. He's got money, though. And he's pushing towards, like, making more. Like, it's almost, I don't know why I'm picking up. Look at this. Look at this. Seven of Coins with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm picking up on this masculine, like, being super hyper focused and committed to his work. And it's because he knows that something's coming in. Look, she's facing towards him, right? Ooh, I heard he's cutting things out of his life that do not bring him joy. So while you're over here transitioning spiritually into this warrior, into this beast, he's over here like, I'm balancing out my emotions. I'm not willing to share my emotions until I know that there's going to be success in sharing my emotions, right? He's somebody who is visible and seen. Like, he got to be fine, y'all, because he got something going on. There's a masculine here who has something going on to where he's seen. The Six of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune right above it, and then the Magician with the King of Cups. He's ready to share his emotions with someone. I just heard he wants to let his guard down. And this is so interesting to me too, because exactly what you're looking for, what you have here, what you're desiring, the situation, you guys are both mirroring each other. You're mirroring each other. You're both desiring the same thing. You're just in different spaces in life right now. And because you're in different spaces in life, that's why things haven't come together completely yet. That's why we're frozen for a time. With us collaborating with Spirit, we're going to get everything that we're asking for. But remember, faith has to be, like, pushed. You have to just keep believing. It has to be challenged. God can't just give us what we ask for just because we ask for it. And I know a lot of us feel like, I've already been through enough, so what the heck? What else do I need to do, right? Like, what do you want me to do, God? Jump through loops, like jump through a ring of fire? You want me to jump off the cliff? You want me to jump off into the ocean full of rocks? Like, what is it that you want? You want me to swim with sharks? Like what? You know, like, that's how I feel sometimes. Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? But all God is saying is that what he desires is for us to come into union with him first. And only after we come into union with him first, relinquishing our need to control, because that's the thing that catches us up. You can say, oh, I talk to Spirit every day. Oh, I'm in relation with Spirit. You know, I'm a tarot reader myself. I do this. I do that for the collective. I do this and that. I'm very balanced. I'm very this. But what is your capacity to be able to relinquish control over the things that you desire the most? What happens then when you truly, truly, truly desire something? Do you really allow Spirit to run things? Do you really allow him to have full control? Or do you have a need to take control and try to run and manage it yourself? So this masculine energy is just thriving. Like, he's just thriving and pushing towards releasing and letting go of things that haven't been for his benefit, the best of him, right? The best version of himself. But I'm picking up on someone who has this huge heart, very loving, but very much controlled in his emotions. Like, he's not the type that's going to just be like, oh yeah, I just love everybody. He's also not the type that's going to be like, oh, you know, I don't like anybody. He's going to be very balanced in his emotions. He is very balanced in his emotions, but he also don't play about his heart. And that's what I'm picking up on with the Queen of Swords too, is that he's not playing about his heart. He's willing and ready to move forward when the right person appears. But for now, he's okay with being patient and waiting. He could be older than you. I'm picking up on like a gray-haired gentleman, or just someone that may be a little older than you, may not be. You could be older than him as well. But I'm picking up on this very mature energy of someone who's like, until that person falls into my lap, until God drops them in my life, then I'm just going to be content with allowing myself to just feed myself, give myself what I need, and also focus my attention on my works. This is awesome, guys. The momentum cannot stop, feminine, or whoever's watching this. Don't allow the momentum to stop because you feel like you're being held back by situations. You may need to get a divorce. You may need to become single. You may need to just focus on your confidence and whether or not you really feel like you're deserving of someone who has their emotions in balance. Someone who is probably very attractive, who is seen by a lot of different people. Are you going to be okay with that? Or are your insecurities and triggers and things from the past going to rev up and not allow you to adapt to this person's lifestyle? You could be asking for a lot with this masculine, desiring to have someone who operates on a higher level than what you've been dealing with in the past, right? Someone who's illuminated, someone who's a teacher. If that's the case, if they're illuminated, if they're wise and they have wisdom, are you going to be able to trust that they're going to operate in that? Or are you going to allow the things from the past to prevent that from occurring? Because this person needs someone, this masculine, they need someone mature. They need someone who can complete them, is what I heard. They also need someone who's confident, who can stand on their own, who doesn't require or need them to make them feel good, to satisfy them. They don't want someone who needs someone to come in to pick their crown up, but they're more than willing to come in to help you pick your crown up. That's interesting too, because look, he has a crown on the side of his head and it's like a feminine crown. It has a flower next to it. And then look at the wings. We were talking about flying earlier. Look at the wings on his neck. He's willing to take on the burdens and the things that you have gone through, which is your shadow side, right? Those things that could be triggers for you, but he needs you to be balanced. He needs you to be balanced in order for you guys to move forward. I'm also picking up on the masculine being very spiritual themselves. And this is probably why you guys can like sense this. I don't think they see you. I don't think they know who you are. So also too, the feminine could know who this masculine is. Or you could have had a dream about a masculine. You could have had a vision. You could have had a download, right? You could have did a reading on yourself and you see this masculine appear and you're like, oh my God, that King of Cups, that's my divine counterpart, not this situation that I'm in or that I'm just coming out of or that I need to get out of, right? It's not this situation. But you could feel stuck in this. And in that, you're like, dang, now I can't move forward. But just know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So I am going to just pull a few more cards. This is a little deck that I've started to create myself. I have another one, but it's not really like a love deck. So let's pull 3 cards and see what the energy is between the two of you right now. All right, let's see, Holy Spirit. Wow. Take 2 more. Perfect. Do you feel the same? Look, nothing will stop our union. I have been dreaming about you. and we are destined to be together. Guys, I could not make this up. And I'm shaking because of my coffee that I've drank. I'm like a tweaker. I'm always drinking coffee, guys. Look, I can't imagine life without you. Just fell out from the bottom. And do you feel the same? Your beauty is indescribable. Bruh. Guys, I can't make this up. This masculine feels the same way about you. They feel the same way. You guys are destined to be together. They've been dreaming about you, as I am pretty sure that you've been dreaming about them too. And nothing is going to stop our union. And it's interesting that this is on top of this King of Pentacles, who I feel is who you got in the way right now. But one thing I will tell you though about this, if this is someone, and I'm just talking trash, because trust me, I've been in the situation, so I get it. This person right here, I'm picking up on someone who is trying to stop you from moving into what it is that you desire and what God has for you. But it's funny that it fell on top of that, because nothing's going to get in the way of this. When God has something for you, when God has someone for you, when God needs you to move in a direction, guess what? When this wheel starts turning, nothing's going to stop it. The world here, there's no way. Oh, no way. Ain't no way. Look, feminines, look at these cards at the bottom. The world closing out a cycle. We were talking about that earlier, right? Closing out a cycle. I don't know. I just heard too that this person could be one of the signs here. Hold on. Let me just keep going real quick. So they could be a Taurus. They could be a Scorpio. I'm also picking up on Virgo energy here. They could be an Aquarius as well. I was picking up on that. Could be a Cancer. I mean, it could be a Leo. Could have Leo in their chart. Aries. Could be anything. Okay. Anyways, so with the world, things closing out cycles is going to bring you closer to the Keeper of Vessels is the King of Cups. And then you are going to receive justice. So for everything that this person and that the things of the past have made you feel, putting you in that Five of Pentacles energy of feeling like you're alone, isolated, like you don't have the support, like you're not really and truly connected to the things that are for you, those things are going to come to an end. They're going to come to an end, and you're going to get your 10 of Vessels, which is your 10 of Cups. You're going to get your happiness, the happy home, the things that you're looking for. This situation is going to help you to overcome the past. I also am hearing that this person is going to help you to heal. You're going to help heal each other. Those things that have been sitting dormant, waiting for someone else to come in and massage and kind of love them. There are certain things that we need other people to assist us in healing. We can't do it all on our own. But this person here, this King of Pentacles that could potentially be trying to stop this union, it may take a little while. This could be a little bit of time with the Nine of Pentacles next to it, right? It could take a little while, but don't you worry. This is not going to be the end for you. This divine union is going to come into place. It's going to happen. So just stay optimistic. Keep this energy. Look at feminine. Keep this energy. I'm about to mess all these cards up, but keep this energy. The Wheel, the Magician, the Sun. Keep that momentum. It's that high energy of, look, I know something good is coming my way. I know something's going to happen. I know something amazing is coming. Oh my God. I know. I see what's to come before it comes, and I'm excited about it. All of the chaos, all of the obstacles, remember all of the bubbles, those are going to dissipate. Those are going to go away. Because nothing at all will stop our union. We are destined to be together. Alrighty, I hope that this resonates with you. If so, please drop a comment. Let me know, because I would love to hear your stories. Also, if you made it this far in the video, give me some ice emojis or something so that I know that you were able to make it to the end. I really appreciate you guys. It's an honor, honestly, for me to be able to do this, and I'm just so thankful. I appreciate you watching. I hope and can't wait to hear your stories of when this happens. I hope it doesn't take too long, but in the process, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the peace, because I do see that once you and this person come into union, you're probably going to travel a lot. I see water, like I keep seeing like blue waters, clear blue waters. You guys may travel a lot. You guys may have to travel to get to each other. They could live in another part of the country, or a different area within your state. Your life is going to move when you and this person come into union. It's not going to be stagnant. You're not going to be sitting. So just be sure to enjoy the peace and the rest while you have it. Remember that you are being divinely guided by Spirit, and that your collaboration with Him, along with gratitude and praise, is going to get you everything that your little heart desires. Alrighty, they feel the same. What about you? Have a good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.